Hello guys, X Collectibles back again with another one, and today we are going to be doing our first tier list video, and I'm going to be going over the best Pokemons that carry sets in the TCG. So without further ado, let's get on to the tier list. I'm going to be explaining what the tiers are. So we have the top tier, which is the Pokemon that carry the cream of the crop, the best sets. These Pokemon are always carrying them, and they are always carrying the set, or bolstering them in very strong ways. Second tier, great bolster, so it's pretty self-explanatory. It strengthens the set depth quite significantly, and it just helps the overall set value of a product. We have the tier below that, which is solid, which adds decent depth to the set. Nothing too crazy, but enough so that people, enough so that these Pokemon are still quite sought after in these sets and do add to the overall set value. And then below that, we've got mid tier, and then forgettable. So yeah, let's get started with the first one. Let's see. Where are you, Pikachu? There you are. Pikachu, easily in the best tier, carrying the best sets. So if we have a look here, Pikachu is the mascot of the Pokemon franchise. It is the partner to Ash, and he's been on many adventures with Ash in the anime, and that's how we all know and love him. So as we can see, we have mostly what it is with Pikachu. It is a Pokemon that likes to appear in a lot of promos, but it has also significantly impacted main sets. We have the Pikachu Star going as back as Hollow Phantoms. We have the two recent Pikachus from Ascended Heroes that are really helping carry the set. We've got Pikachu EX, which carries the Surging Sparks. We've got we've also got the Pikachu and Zekroms from the team up sets. We've also got Pikachu VMAX, which at the time when Vivid Voltage was released, it was actually a very desired set, but as people started to dislike the Rainbow Rares, that set just started to really fizzle out of popularity. And overall, it has a lot of cards that just bolster the set values of so many other sets. And a lot of them are frankly just promo cards, so we don't really cover that too much. But yeah, Pikachu is the most popular and iconic Pokemon of the franchise. It has carried several sets and bolstered so many more. So yeah, the best tier for you, Mr. Pikachu. You deserve it. Pika-pee! Anyway, next one. In no particular order. Let me see. Oh yes, where are you, Charizard? Charizard, where are you? There you are, my big boy. You are always carrying the best sets, Mr. Charizard. There's been countless sets in the TCG that have been literally carried by Charizard, and as much as most of its sets have not done amazing over time, it's anytime there's a Charizard in the set, people are gonna want to rip it open. It's just how it is with this giant lizard, fire breathing lizard. I mean, people love Charizard, and they will continue to do so till the end of human time. Let's have a look. Yep, Charizard, as we can see, it has started since the very beginning. We can see that it has had many iconic printings during the years of the TCG. We have the shiny Charizard, we have the Skyridge Charizard, we've got Stormfront Charizard, Team Rocket Dark Charizard, Mega Charizard X, one of the highest value Charizards, and it's one of the most recent ones because I know that this card is so expensive just because the artwork is so nice. Charizard GX, Charizard Expedition, and so many more. I mean, Charizard is gonna keep carrying this, gonna keep helping carrying the TCG. It carries multiple sets and bolsters them, so Charizard is 100% deserving of the top tier. Let's see what we've got now. Blastoise. Blastoise is obviously in the best tier. It is one of the 3 starter Pokemon from the original 151 Pokemon, which means that it's forever known, it's forever iconic. It's a bloody turtle shell with 2 cannons sticking out of its shell. I mean, who doesn't like that? That is awesome. As we could see, Blastoise has appeared ever since the base set, obviously, and it has continued to appear in many other great sets, such as Plasma Storm, Team Rocket. Has a really cool tag team art with Piplup from the Cosmic Eclipse, which is one of the best sets ever made. Blastoise EX from the Scarlet and Violet 151. To be honest, it hasn't had so many iconic printings, but whenever it has appeared, it really has. It typically has appeared in the best sets that Pokemon has ever printed. So undoubtedly, it has to go in the top tier with our 2 other friends, Pikachu and Charizard. And let's see our next one, Venusaur. Venusaur is, wow, it's a tough one because, you know, Venusaur itself, I don't think carries any sets, but it always ends up its way into the best sets. So I'd have to arguably put it in the top tier. It helps carry the best sets. It does carry the best sets. Let's see. I mean, Venusaur is one of the 3-star Pokemon. Everyone knows everyone knows Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur. It has many cool printings. One of the most renowned is the Fire Red and Leaf Green Venusaur EX. We've got the Venusaur EX from the 151 set, which is one of the best sets ever made. Mega Venusaur EX. It's helping carry the Mega Evolution set, so that's pretty good. We've got obviously the base set Venusaur. We have a lot of cool Venusaur promos. Oh look, Celebi and Venusaur from the team up. It's helped out with one of or arguably the best set ever made, which is Team Up. A lot of people think it is the best set ever made. Celebi, Venusaur appears in it, and yeah, guys, it's an icon. It's iconic. Everyone knows everyone knows about Venusaur in this hobby, and I think it's just it always appears in the best set. So how can I not put it in the top tier? Anyways, on to the next one. Gengar. My boy Gengar, man, carries the best sets. Every time Gengar is in a set, it either improves the quality tremendously or it just outright carries it. Every single set, I think, bar Temporal Forces, has greatly benefited from having Gengar in the set. So let's see what Gengar's been. Let's see the Gengar's card history. As we can see, we have Gengar helping carry the team up set. We have Mega Gengar carrying the Ascended Hero set, one of the greatest sets ever made, and it just came out. We have the Dark Gengar from Neo Destiny, the Gengar EX from Phantom Forces, Gengar VMAX from Fusion Strike, awesome artwork. Sabrina's Gengar from Gym Heroes. I think, and Gengar Mimikyu GX Yeah, from Team Up. So every time Gengar has appeared in a set, it has literally been the top chase card or one of the top chase cards. You cannot go wrong with a set that has a Gengar in it. It's just guaranteed to do well because of the Gengar effect. It is a very it's a very speculative idea that every time Gengar is in a set, that set is going to do well. So that has that going for it. We are going to Gengar is awesome. The most popular and loved ghost type Pokemon in the whole of Pokemon. And who doesn't like him? I mean, look at him. Look at his smile, man. I mean, it just gets you every time. His smile is contagious. You just love him. Who doesn't love Gengar? So yeah, Gengar carries the best sets. The data is there. The next Pokemon, Rayquaza. I think Rayquaza is arguably one of the most known legendary Pokemon, and it is obviously going to go, and every time it came up in a set that it's carried it essentially. A set with Rayquaza historically has always done very, very well. It helps carry Evolving Skies, which is one of the greatest modern sets ever made. Its most iconic card printing is the Rayquaza star from the Deoxys set, and it has had also another printing of Evolving Skies. It came up in it also came up as a promo in Hidden Fates, which is a really fan favorite set. And despite its not many printings, despite its not many high end level printings, every time it has carried a set or popped up in a set, the set historically does very well. And yeah, there you go. Look, Rayquaza VMAX also helps out Silver Tempest. Without Rayquaza VMAX and Silver Tempest would have lost a lot of value. So yeah, Rayquaza very deserving of the top tier. Let's go to the next one. Mewtwo. Mewtwo, one of the first legendary Pokemon. Everybody knows who Mewtwo is, because everybody in their mothers when they were little know about the first original 151 Pokemon. Let's see. Mewtwo has undoubtedly have so many iconic printings that have carried so many different sets. How could you not put him in the best of the best tier? Let's have a look. So Mewtwo GX from Shining Legends. The Mewtube, as people like to coin this card, is a generational card and will be forever chased, in my opinion. Rocket's, I mean, you could go as back in time as Rocket's Mewtwo EX. I mean, people love Mewtwo since then, and it has helped carry the Team Rocket Return set back in the day. Shining Mewtwo, I think is the most iconic Mewtwo printing card print ever made. It also appeared in the base set. It's carrying the Destined Rival set, which is one of the greatest modern sets ever made. It has been printed as a tag team with Mew in Unified Minds. Unified Minds is a great set. It has an amazing promo in the Mewtwo GX. It appears in Ascended Heroes, which is our latest, greatest modern set. And over time, it's just... And, oh yes, Mewtwo V-Star from Crown Zenith is the joint best chase card in the set alongside the Giratina. So, guys, it's so evident this card carries a set and makes the set extremely good every time it's in it. So how could you not put Mewtwo in the top? Tier. Right. Mew. Obviously, like its big brother Mewtwo, Mew is going in the carrying the best sets tier because it just does. Let's have a look. Okay, let's ignore the Southern Island promo, obviously. Mewtwo in Crown Zenith. It appears in Crown Zenith, which is an amazing set. Great artwork. If we go to talk about the Fusion Strike set, Mew has helped the Fusion Strike set perform extremely well alongside Gengar. It is half the reason why people want Fusion Strike, because people like Gengar, people like Mew, put them in one set. Of course, it's going to do amazing. That's why it's the second best Scarlet and Violet set. Not Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield set ever. Universally recognized as the second best. And of course, it's got a lot of amazing arts. You've got the Mew V, you've got the Mew V Max in the set. And obviously, you cannot go without pointing out the Paldean Fate cool Bubble Mew. It is the the best card of the Scarlet and Violet era. Anytime Scarlet and Violet is brought up, people are always gonna remember and think about the Bubble Mew. It is an iconic card. Look, I mean, how could you not love it? It's an adorable shining Mew in a really cute bubble, and the very, very cartoony design grabs everybody's eyes. That's why this card got so much hype when the set came out. And yeah, it's just an example of what Mew can do in a set. It can carry a set. It can bolster a set. It's always it's appearing always in the best set. So very, very well deserved top tier. Let's see now the next one. Dragonite. Now, Dragonite historically has not gotten many high rarity prints, but you can't deny every time it has had a high rarity print, it's either been a great bolster or as of most recent started to even carry a set as part of Ascended Heroes. It is coined as the top chase in that set, and before Ascended Heroes, I would have put this in the Great Bolster category, but because Ascended Heroes is so strong and the Mega Dragonite is very sought after, which with a beautiful, amazing artwork, you've just got to put Dragonite in the top tier, because aside from it recently doing that, it is a very loved dragon. It is part of the original 151 Kanto Pokemon. Everyone knows Dragonite. People love it. Some people think it's cute, some people think it's awesome, and it's loved by both genders. So of course you've got to put it at the top tier. I mean, can't go wrong. Mega Dragonite EX, you can see it. Ascended Heroes. I mean, it's going to carry the set with Mega Gengar. It's already, let's look at the price. Just, oh my god, it's released and it just goes up. It's $600. Oh my god, crazy, man, absolutely crazy. Okay, another Pokemon that belongs in the top tier is Umbreon. A set that has Umbreon is pretty much guaranteed to do well. Let's have a look. Umbreon VMAX. Yeah, I just crossed that out because I did not want to talk about that Umbreon. Umbreon V from Evolving Skies. Cool Pokemon, one of the top chasers. Only set you back about $293. Part of Evolving Skies, one of the greatest sets in the modern age. And and it carries it with the Umbreon VMAX carries Evolving Skies, and it's going up at the moment. Look at this. You got the yearly. Oh yeah, it only has set you back around $1,400. Yeah, very, very cheap. No, it's not. But yeah, this is a generational card, and this card will continue to do well in the future. People love Umbreon. It's the most popular and loved evolution out of all of them. This Pokemon just will help carry any set that it gets involved with. And how can we forget? I didn't even bring this up, but the Umbreon from Prismatic Evolutions is the chase card of the set. So there you have it. And I also want to bring up the Umbreon VMAX from Brilliant Stars, which is an extremely underrated set. I should have covered this in my most recent market watch, but I didn't. It very deservedly deserved a shout out in that market watch. I think it's an extremely underrated set, and I will go into I'll probably make a video on Brilliant Stars, going into a deep dive on the set, because it's just so underrated for what it is, and people just not paying attention. Maybe it's just me who personally is attached to the set, but anyway, yeah, Umbreon carries the best sets in the top tier, in the cream of the crop tier. Lugia. I think Lugia alongside Rayquaza is by far the it's just a legendary that Lugia hasn't had many high rarity printings, but every time it has, it's been sought after. It's helped carry the set tremendously. Example, Lugia from Neo Genesis, a card that will be continued to be loved till the end of time by high-end collectors, because at this point it's very expensive. The Lugia EX from Plasma Storm. Without this card in Plasma Storm, I think this set would not be doing well. Most recent example, Lugia V from Silver Tempest. I mean, this set is as strong as it is because of the Lugia V. If it wasn't for the Lugia V, this set would be absolutely ass. As I've said, if it wasn't for Lugia and Rayquaza in that set, it just wouldn't be performing well. Any more iconic printings that I should be talking about? Oh, of course, well, Lugia from Neo Revelation. You've got Lugia from not much else. You got from Unseen Forces, but that's a really old set. It has not popped up much in sets, but every time it has popped up, it's always helped it do very, very well. It's even got its niche set in Silver Tempest. So every time it comes up, you can guarantee the set is going to do well. So Lugia also goes in carrying the best sets tier, the best of the best. Right, the next one, Greninja. What can I say? In terms of fan popularity, nobody could have imagined that such a modern Pokemon could even compete with the old 151 original Pokemon. I mean, it shows how strong Pokemon is as a hobby. Even the newer generations and the older fans still appreciate and love the newer generations and their starters. Greninja is a ninja frog. How could you not love Greninja? Let's have a look at what it has been printed in. Twilight Masquerade. Greninja has its own set in Twilight Masquerade. It carries Twilight Masquerade, and it's a chase card that is loved and sought after by many people. It has starred in Unbroken Bonds, which is an amazing Sun and Moon set. It has starred in Forbidden Light. It has starred in Hidden Fates. There's been countless promos of it made, which people love to collect. And every time it's been printed in a set, it has historically done very, very well. I can't see many other examples, but as of recent, see every time Greninja has appeared, whether it be Hidden Fates, Unbroken Bonds, and Twilight Masquerade, these sets have always have done very well because of it. So how could you not put Greninja in the top tier? Every time it comes up, it's gonna carry a set. It means the set is gonna do very well. So how could you not put it in the best of the best tier? And that reminds me, there is going to be a Mega Greninja set coming out very soon. I believe it's called Chaos Rising or something. I can't remember, but there's going to be a Mega Greninja coming out very soon in its own set. So Greninja's going to have another whole set to itself. So that's just how you know it's in the best of the best tier. It carries the best sets. What can I say? Let's go. No, I'm gonna carry. Oh, there's a Pokegirls. What was I? Right, so I think these are the Pokemon. That's it for the Pokemon category that I decided to put in the best sets. And as you can see, that's why I gave them their own deep dive because these Pokemon I had to show off why they were the best of the best, and I'm not going to be going on a very much greater deep dive into the other Pokemon in this because obviously they're just not at the level, and otherwise this video would take a ton of more time, and the video would go on forever if I were to deep dive every single other Pokemon in this list. So alright, in no particular order, Bulbasaur. I'd say solid, adds decent depth. Squirtle also adds decent depth. Slowpoke, it's solid, adds decent depth. Part of the 151 original Pokemon. It's gonna do well. It does well in sets. Meowth. Meowth is a funny one. Its printings have not been historically high end. But people know Meowth because of the anime and Team Rocket. So that alone bumps it to the solid tier. I think if you have Meowth in a set, it does add some decent depth to it. Gardevoir, great bolster. People love Gardevoir. Every time it's come up in a set, it has definitely improved the value of the set tremendously. We're talking Mega Evolution, Paldean Fates, and so many other sets. I mean, I don't know them on top of my head, but I know it appears in so many sets and it helps carry the set value tremendously. So let's go to Heracross. Heracross is solid. A lot of people, it's everybody's favorite bug type. And every time it's come up, it's solidly improved the set's value. Lucario, great bolster. It hasn't quite... It has the potential to maybe, you know, break into the top tier, but as of now, it's always served as a card that is a great bolster to so many sets, and Mega Evolution comes to mind. That's why a lot of people love the base set of the Mega Evolution era because of Lucario and Gardevoir. Lucario also appears in a lot of great sets that bolster its value. So Lucario definitely deserves to be in the second best tier. Oh dear. Shuckle. Guy, I know Shuckle has its own niche fan base, but if we're talking TCGs, it hasn't historically really improved the set value too much, and it has never gotten much love and much high level prints in sets. So Shuckle is going in the mid tier, not forgettable, but it's just mid. Sorry, I mean, sorry guys, if you love Shuckle, I'm sorry to break your heart. Machamp is gonna go to the solid, top of solid. It adds decent depth. I believe it has. I believe it helps carry the battle styles set, if I'm not mistaken. I know one of the Machamp special illustrations is very nice. It's part of the original 151 Pokemon, and every time it's appeared, it's gotten some love. So, you know, solid tier, 100%. Typhlosion. Typhlosion, you know, if we're talking 2019 onwards, I don't know. I guess it's solid. Yeah, solid. It's appeared recently in Destined Rivals, from the top of my head, and yeah, people love Typhlosion. So it's solid. It hasn't got many high rarity reprints from 2019 onwards, but it's appeared. Every time it appears, it does help this. It does help the set value and the set depth. Infernape. Ooh. See, we've not seen Infernape much, but I feel like if it ever appeared in a set, it's going to be a great bolster. It's it's one of the 3-stars in the Sinnoh region. A lot of people love the Sinnoh region, despite not being one of the best games ever made. Platinum and Pearl, but it's a fire monkey, and people love fire types. People love Ash's Infernape. That's how we all know him. And yeah, I think if he were to appear in a high rarity reprint or just an illustration rare, he would greatly bolster a set. Blaziken is a great bolster. The first one, the Blaziken that comes to mind is the Chilling Rain Blaziken. I think it's the highest. It's the most expensive card in that set, and it helps bolster the set value tremendously. Metagross is solid. People love Metagross. It is, I think, everybody's favorite. I think it's one of the most popular steel types in all of the Pokemon. In all of Pokemon, and every time it's appeared, I think, or it chooses to appear in the future, it's going to add a lot of solid depth to the set. Heatran. I'm not seeing Heatran much. I've put in the mid tier because I don't remember it. There's no particular card that in any particular set that Heatran has appeared in and people remember really too fondly. So I'm gonna have to put him in mid. Not forgettable, he's not that bad, but I feel like not a lot of people appreciate him as much. So I'm gonna put him in mid tier. Psyduck, great bolster because everybody knows Psyduck thanks to Misty. Since the very early Pokemon days. He's one of the original 151 Pokemon. And obviously, every time he's come up, he's typically starred with Misty. And, for example, Misty Psyduck in Destined Rivals is a very solid card that adds a lot of value to the set. So, Psyduck deserves to be in the great bolster tier. Garchomp is in the great bolster tier. He hasn't had so many. I believe there's one black and white set in particular that he is the top chase in, but it's not very good artwork, and since it's a black and white era, it's a very forgotten era and a lot of people don't know about it. I forgot what set it is, but please comment down below if you do remember. But besides that, every time he's starred with Cynthia, and because people love Cynthia, he's done very well as a result. So he obviously deserves to be in the great bolster tier. If he appears in a set, he's guaranteed to add a lot of value to the set. So great bolster. Charmander. Unlike Bulbasaur and Squirtle, he's a great bolster. And because he's Charmander, he's not gonna get any high rarity reprints. But every time but if he were to get a higher rarity reprint, he would definitely be helping carry the set tremendously. And yeah, he primarily appears in a lot of promos these days, but if he were to appear in a main set, he would help the set value tremendously. Tyranitar is great bolster, you know. Not a lot of prints recently of him, but battle style Tyranitar comes to mind, and without Tyranitar, without the sleepy T-Tar carrying battle styles would be dog poo. So everybody knows Tyranitar, very cool Pokemon, one of the original 151, great bolster Pokemon. Okay, Lopunny. This Pokemon is kind of popular. It's quite popular for quite inappropriate reasons, to be fair, but I mean, that's how a lot of people know it, Lopunny. So if I were to place Lopunny, I'd say, based on historical performance, mid-tier. It doesn't increase the total set value by much if it were to be printed. We know Lopunny has been printed in the Phantasmal Flame set as of late, but it doesn't really help with the set value and depth much. So sorry Lopunny, sorry dear, you're going in the mid tier. Latios and Latias. You know what? I should have put them here from the very, very beginning. I'm putting them in carrying the best sets because they just have. I mean, every time they've appeared in a set, they've increased the set value tremendously, and they even carry the best recognized modern set of all time in the form of the Latias and Latios GX. The Lovebird card. I mean, we're talking a card with a value of nearly $2,000. I mean, if that doesn't show the popularity of the Pokemon and how much they are liked, then I don't know what does. They 100% deserve to be in the top tier. I forgot to add them, but now they are there. Same with the Sylveon and the other evolutions. They definitely carry the best sets along on Rion. But yeah, even if they don't carry the best sets, they 100% help the value. That's another reason why I think Sojourn's Pulse is going to do so well, is because of them too. So anyway, next up on the list, Mimikyu. Mimikyu goes in the Great Bolster tier, one of the most popular modern Pokemon. I mean, all of the Acerola and Mimikyu trainer and Pokemon cards, and the fact that it's start with Gengar in order to carry some of the best sets in the Sun and Moon era tells you everything you need to know about this Pokemon. It's a great bolster. A lot of people know it. This definitely deserves to be in that tier. The Salamence, as of late, Sun and Moon onwards, has not appeared much, especially in high rarity prints. It's quite a well-known Pokemon, but we just need to see a little more from it. And historically hasn't gotten so many prints even back in the old sets. So it's solid, adds decent depth if it were to ever come back, I think. But only time will tell. We'll see. Let's look at its ancient version, Roaring Moon. It's been doing really well as of late. I gotta go on the Great Bolster tier. It helps add set value to Prismatic Evolutions, and it also is helping Paradox Rift tremendously as well. It's becoming arguably just as popular or even more popular than Salamence, but as of late, Roman's been outperforming it. So definitely goes in the great bolster tier. Jirachi, cute, legendary, but in terms of lately, I mean, lately it's just not been out there much. You got to put in the mid tier. And it has been a long time since Jirachi has actually helped out a set, especially in the modern era. So I can only put it mid tier for now. I can't remember at the top of my head if it has done really well in some older sets, but nothing comes to mind when I think of Jirachi, so it's got to go in the mid tier. Yeah. Tyranitar, one of the original 151 Pokemon, and every time it's come into a set, it has helped the set value quite a bit. And if it wasn't for the Sleepy T-Tar alternate art, special illustration art in Battle Styles would have been a very lackluster set. So I'm happy Tyranitar starred in that set and is keeping the set somewhat alive for longevity. So yeah, Tyranitar in the great bolster tier. Snorlax, a great bolster. The problem with Snorlax is by itself, it doesn't really make the set good. It needs to be paired with other Pokemon in the very top tier in order to actually make the set highly likable and desired. It's a very nice Pokemon. A lot of people know it. One of the original 151 Pokemon. And yeah, it's a shame the set it has been in. It's carried the set, but the set has not performed well. So yeah, moving on. Arcanine, mid tier. It's not appeared in many high rarity reprints as of late. Has not helped carry much sets if at all. Doesn't add much depth to a set, so you got to put Arcanine in the mid tier. The the Reggie Bros and Reggie Gigas are going in the forgettable tier. I can't remember or know a set that these Pokemon actually do much, if anything. And their sets are really plain, to be honest, so no wonder they're quite forgettable, and they're not part of many sets in the modern era and the vintage era either, so you've got to put them in forgettable tier. Solgaleo and Lunala. It's hard. I mean, a lot of people don't really care about these legendaries. Let's be honest. It's not something that they are quite forgettable. The Pokemon themselves don't really make the set do well, so you've got to put them into the forgettable tier. They just don't really add any value, to be honest. Togekiss. Togekiss is going in the forgettable tier. TCG wise, there hasn't been any significant high rarity prints of this card. It's never really helped add much depth to any set it's starred in. And it just gets it's forgettable in terms of its trading card game value. So yeah, forgettable tier for Togekiss. Raichu. Raichu's a great bolster because of Pikachu. If Raichu wasn't Pikachu's evolution, then this would have been a very highly forgettable Pokemon. But speaking of Raichu's value, it is part of the Paldea evolved set, and alongside Tyranitar and Magikarp, they make up a very strong set. So it definitely a great bolster when printed to a high rarity and with really nice art. So let's go to Milotic. Milotic is a great bolster. Could go in the solid tier, but I think it deserves a mention in this great bolster set. what set did it? There's a set that is just it recently got printed in. Yeah, I think it's Surging Sparks. It's a great it's a Pokemon that a lot of people know. Very iconic sea serpent Pokemon, and it's helping the set tremendously. So I've got to put it in the Great Bolster tier. There is an argument to put it in the Solid tier though. The 3 legendary birds, Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres. I think I should have put it. I think I should put it here in carrying the best sets tier. They've recently carried Hidden Fates, and they've recently carried 151. So, in stunning artworks, by the way. So, they've been crushing it lately in the modern era, and I think they will every time they appear in a set. They have essentially carried it very well. So you got to put it in carry the best sets tier, I think. Zoroark, it's solid, but I think it adds decent depth, but by itself it doesn't carry sets. And the only reason why it appears, I mean, the only reason why it did well or does well is because it got paired with the Greninja in one of the Sun and Moon sets. I think it's Team Up or something. I can't remember exactly, but if by itself it's not that it doesn't do much on its own, so that's why it goes in the solid tier. Deoxys goes in the Great Bolster tier. I believe it helps carry the Plasma Storm set, which is a black and white set, and every time it's came up, it's the set's done pretty well. So alongside other Pokemon, I can see it being part of the best sets. So Deoxys goes in the Great Bolster tier. Aerodactyl is solid. Recent example, the Aerodactyl special illustration from the Lost Origin set. It's helped the set value decently, and a lot of people know what Aerodactyl is. I think it might be one of the earliest, if not the earliest, fossil Pokemon out there. So, yeah, quite iconic and helps add decent depth to a set. Darkrai. Nothing stands out to me immediately when I think of Darkrai, but I think it's a great bolster Pokemon. I think if it were, I mean, it appears in Crown Zenith from the top of my head as one of its latest prints, but I think if it were to get printed soon, there is a Mega Darkrai set coming out, which I'm very curious to see how it's going to do, because I think Darkrai has the potential to really help carry a strong set. So that's why I'm putting it in the Great Bolster tier. A lot of people know Darkrai is a legendary, very cool art, and I can't wait to see if it's going to do well when it gets its own set. So let's see. Lapras is solid. A lot of people know Lapras from Misty. Every time it's had, and if it gets, it doesn't really thrive on its own, but with Misty, it does tend to do quite well. And it's quite a well-known Pokemon, so I'd say it does add decent set value. A recent example, Misty's Lapras from Destined Rivals. Reshiram and Zekrom. Very interesting, because I know a lot of people like Gen 5. They've been printed quite recently. I've got to put them in the Great Bolster tier for now. Do I think they are do I think they have a ton of popularity in the TCG space? Not much. Not as much as you would think, but every time they have appeared in a set, they have helped the set value quite a bit. You talk about Zekrom in the team up set with the Pikachu. There's Reshiram and Charizard. I think in Unbroken Bonds, if I'm not mistaken. You talk about Black Ball and White Flare which is one of the highest total set values in the Scarlet Violet era. So Reshiram and Zekrom are a great bolster to any set and can help carry a set very well. So yeah, great bolster too. Ho-Oh, solid. Solid. It's kind of forgettable as a Pokemon. I don't hear much people talk about Ho-Oh, but people do know Ho-Oh. And it's recently been printed in Destined Rivals as part of a trainer and Pokemon card. So, and it's one of the highest. It's one of the highest value cards in the set. So, it's bare minimum top of the solid tier in my opinion. Aha. Giratina, Dialga, and Palkia, very top of the Great Bolster tier. Giratina itself has carried Lost Origin, which I think is universally recognized as the third or fourth best Sword and Shield set. Every time these are printed in a set, the set value is very good, and a lot of people know and love Sinnoh, so when they think of Sinnoh, they think of these legendaries, and a lot of people gravitate to them when they are printed. Oh yeah, how can I forget? Giratina also helps carry the Crown Zenith set. I think it's the most expensive card alongside the Mewtwo and Charizard. So I think I'm gonna put it at carrying the best sets. Primarily Giratina as of late. Not really Dialga and Palkia, but you know, we can group them together. Giratina especially has just shown itself to be a very loved legendary, so you gotta put it in the top tier for now. The Tapus, sorry, but they've never properly carried the set, and people don't really like them at all, and I completely understand why. They're just quite boring, to be fair. Nothing special about them, and yeah, it's a shame, but it is what it is. Kyogre and Groudon, I'd say round top of solid. I don't think they've carried many sets themselves, and the set that Groudon helps carry, which is the Paradox Rift set, is a very mid set. So I think it's gonna go in top of solid. I think if you pair it with Pokemon from the Great Bolster and the carrying the best sets tier, only will the set actually do somewhat okay in the long run, I feel. So the three legendary dogs, Entei, Raikou, and Suicune, great bolster to any set. People love a dog. People love animals. Crown Zenith is a great example of them starring in the set, and it's done very well thanks to them. So it goes in the great bolster tier. Arceus. Arceus. Arceus is going in the top of the great bolster tier. It's recently done very well in Brilliant Stars. And it's also, it's actually one of the top chases in one of the Sword and Scarlet, the Sun and Moon sets. So hold on a sec. Yeah, the Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia GX from Cosmic Eclipse is helping carrying the set. Is the chase card of the set, one of the best sets ever printed. So I think I've got to put Arceus in the Great Bolster tier. It's been part of many good sets as of late. I think Brilliant Stars is very underrated. Once Brilliant Stars gains traction, if it ever gets rediscovered, as you know, people were back then talking that Brilliant Stars was nearly at the same level as Evolving Skies. So yeah, great bolster. It's the god of Pokemon, and it's a Sinnoh legendary, so it's got a lot going for it. Now, we're gonna go for Staryu. Staryu's very mid. There hasn't been... I know it's popular, but it's because of Misty, but it's never really gotten any high-value trading card game prints. And now we're gonna go to a few trainer cards. So, Cynthia, not only do Pokemon add value to a set, but the trainers can as well. And we're going to cover some trainers. So Cynthia is going to carry the best sets tier. Let's have a look at Cynthia. If I can get her up. Where the hell did I put Cynthia? What have I done? No. Alright, let's search her up. Cynthia in Pokemon. Alright, as we can see, she's helped carry a set, which hasn't been too great, which is Ultra Prism, back in the Sun and Moon days. I believe she's the top chase of that set, so that shows Cynthia just putting in the work. Cynthia's Garchomp, one of the second best chase of Destined Rivals. Sick artwork. You've got Cynthia and Caitlyn from Cosmic Eclipse, one of the highest value cards on that set, which is one of the best sets ever made. Cynthia from Hidden Fates, believe it, yeah, 4th or 5th highest card value in the set. Hidden Fates, great set. And every time she's appeared as of late, it's been in banger sets. The set value is greatly improved because of her, and so definitely and she's also starred in Ascended Heroes with her Spiritomb. So every time she comes up, she really helps the set, and you've just got to put her in the carrying the best sets tier. Goated trainer. Cynthia's a fucking badass, bro. N is solid, but he's a very Gen 5. He's a very niche. He's got a very niche fan base because Gen 5 is one of those regions, one of those generations that kind of forgotten by people. But there's a few, quite a few people in the Pokemon space that know about N. But every time he's starred in a set, the set hasn't really done too well. You think of Journey Together, had the potential, but even so, the total set value of that set is just not good. Because I think if you were to put N alongside any other top Pokemon or trainer, he will actually start to do well. He's solid, but he's not great, or he's not the best. So you've got to put him in solid tier. Blue and red. It's tough to say. I think you got to put them in the near top of Great Bolster. Do they? Let's have a look. You've got the red and blue from Cosmic Eclipse. That's a very popular card. Very renowned from Cosmic Eclipse, so maybe it has an argument to being in the top tier. Pikachu art with red, starring red, is also in Cosmic Eclipse, one of the most highly sought after cards. You got blue starring in the Brilliant Stars Trainer Gallery, very undervalued cards, and I think they're going to do amazing. That's why I think Brilliant Stars is very undervalued. I guess you could arguably say they do star in the best sets, so as of late, you've got to put them there. I think they belong in carrying the best sets, especially because a lot of people know who red and blue are, if they are lifelong fans. So yeah, you got to put them in there. Misty's a great bolster because she was the first Pokegirl introduced, going with Ash on his journeys. A lot of people know her and her Pokemon. So if she is introduced in a set, she will help make the set decent. But she still needs help, I think, from the top tier Pokemon to really make the set, 10 out, very strong. So, yeah, Misty is great bolster. Marnie is You know, there was a craze about Marnie back in the day, but I think a lot of people sort of just forgot about her. I think she's solid. Um, but she doesn't carry any of the best sets or add that much total set value to a set. So I think she belongs in the solid tier. Um, maybe I'll be wrong and she'll start to do well. I mean, she's been printed lately in Ascended Heroes. So judging by the long-term potential of that card over the next coming months and years, I may even put her in Great Bolster if she proves her worth. But as of late, I don't think she's got much attention, so solid tier. Lastly, Lily. Lily is one of those pokey waifus, and I think she's gonna be... I think she deserves to be in the Great Bolster tier, even above something like Misty. I think a lot of men in the Pokemon world really like Lily. So, and I think some of her chase cards have carried a lot of very good sets. Let's have a look. Lily, let's see. I mean, maybe I need to put her in the top. I don't know. She's carried Ultra Prism. She's helping carry Ascended Heroes. She's been in Cosmic Eclipse. Journey Together. Without Lily's Clefairy, Journey Together would be worth absolutely nothing. She's also helped bolstered Mega Evolution. So as of recent, you could make an argument that she's probably appears in the best sets. Let's have a look. Ultra Prism. I think she's the chase on that set. Yeah, she's the chase on the Ultra Prism. It's not the best set really, but she's the chase, so that's something. She's the chase card of Journey Together. She helps bolster Ascended Heroes. Cosmic Eclipse. She's one of the top chase cards. Yep. So, no, you know what? She deserves to be in the Great Bolster tier. By herself, she's not gonna make the set godly, but paired with other fan favorite Pokemon and trainers, she will do a great job. So I think this is my this is my tier list. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of these. I know I've rambled so long. I'm probably can feel that I'm tired of just speaking for over an hour, but I hope you enjoyed this tier list. I hope it was useful and educational. And yeah, guys, so just to finish this off, any Pokemon that I've put in this tier list on the top tier, rest assured, if they come up in a future set, you know the set is 80% probability that it's going to be a great set for many years to come. One of the if the set has a lot of Pokemon from the Great Bolster tier, then you know the set is decent, but it's not going to be amazing. If a set contains a lot of the Pokemon from the top and the second best tier, if what I meant to say is if the set carries Pokemon from the first tier and the second tier, then you know it's a great set. So anything from solid and below will not really, if any chase card that is from the solid or lower tier, chances are it's not really gonna perform well long term, and that's going to be reflected in its set value and its popularity. So yeah, guys, hope this was useful, and I will see you guys in the next one. This is X Collectibles signing out.
Oh god, no prismatic evolution packs, really? You said you were gonna have them online. This is ridiculous.